Hey everyone, it's Chris. This is just a blog to myself for things I've done. I made this, I painted this. This is a feng shui thing for this year. But I made this, I don't know what you want to call it, a project keeper. So I used the cover and the back are a cat treat box. And I just covered them, cut them down, covered them. And I didn't make it the way the directions said, but so I apparently didn't cut these pieces right, so I had to piece this. But you list your project, your start date. My crochet friends could use this for crocheting. It would be great for that because it keeps track of your supplies. And these should have been printed double-sided. I didn't do it, so that's why I have blank pages in between, but I think, and I ripped that one, but I think that's okay because I could eventually use that. So your project directions, which would be good on some crochet things, websites, inspiration, and then the sketch. But I really think I'm going to like this page for my card making, because sometimes as I'm sitting there watching videos, I see a card like somebody did 200 cards or something like that in a video recently, and I'm like, oh, some of those were really cool, fun folds and stuff, and I want to jot them down and keep them. Ultimately, I could just buy a cheap notebook from the dollar store or something and use that, but this was fun to make it, and it was very easy to make. And if I take this strip here out, I can take this out and replace it. So say I screwed this up and I didn't want it anymore, I could take it out and put a new one in, or if it was old. And so you just can keep track of them. And then I tried to print some more sheets off here at home. And, you know, I was fighting with my printer. So these last sheets, if I can get to them, right here, I think this is them, didn't print, no, here they are. They didn't print as big, they're super tiny, but I did print them two-sided. So these ones are accurate for being two-sided, but not the right size. And I didn't color coordinate any of my stuff, I just used scraps. But I thought that was a cute little project book, so I did that. This was a tutorial from Maymay Made It Crafts, and she is doing what she calls a craft club this year. So it's basically, I think, all paper crafts, and it's free. I mean, prior years she charged you for it, but she also gave you supplies. It's totally free. You go, you sign up for it, and then they'll send you out like a quick little thing. This is what we're going to make this month. So once a month you make it, a craft project organizer, and they will then also send you these PDFs for free. It's all for free. They send you the PDFs and they tell you how much of everything you need so you can get it ahead of time. And then on the third Thursday of every month, she goes live and you make the project together. And there's craft rooms. Oh, here's this piece of paper I was looking for and I just found it. And she goes live and you can chit chat with other people. All right, so now I want to show some cards because I've been making so many cards and I haven't kept track of anything that I've made. So this is just a simple thank you card. It's blank on the inside. This one I lined the envelope with gold. And it's just, I'm touched beyond words. I probably could put a little gold rub. I can't think of what it's called on it. This one here says thank you. And I used the little raised dots. These are all blank on the inside. I found this flower floating around, so it got used. Touch beyond words. I've been using these little dots just to dress things up. Here I just outlined it in gold. I just thought that was so simple and elegant. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's extremely windy here, which I don't like. Thank you for thinking of me. This one was super elegant. And I did this thing, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the embossed lines. Like I cut this off of something and it had one line there, and I go, I kind of like that. So then I made 3 lines. So there's 3 embossed lines there as detail, just to give it a little decorative, and I really liked that. These are just card bases I made from cardstock, and then I made cards. And I see people do this all the time with fibers, wrap them around or ball them up and put them on their cards. I've yet to perfect it. This one is just a bow, and I tacked it up here with the glue dot. Thinking of you. This one here, I had this geometric stuff left from Creative Memories from ages ago. So I have that one. These envelopes are a little big. Some more Creative Memories stuff I was just playing with to use. And this is Maymay Made It stamp set. It's called Made by Made It. So it's got all these little stamps in here, so you can see it's about the size of my thumb. Handmade just for you, handmade. I typically stamp the back of all my cards with this bunny rabbit. But I did use hers stamp, and I did handmade just for you, and then put my bunny rabbit in the center. But I used those little ones, and I just used Gina K's positioner, wreath positioner, and I went around and I put in all the balloons, then I put in the birthday cakes, and then I put in the presents and stamped it happy birthday. And I put some washi tape up here and another piece on top of it. And this opens down here. So it opens partially. I think they call that bookbinding, where it's not all the way at the top. And so that was that card. I didn't do that for a contest or anything. I just did that. Some things I do for craft roulette. Oh, this one I did stamp on the outside of the envelope, which was really pretty. And I've given so many away lately that I haven't kept track of what I've done and haven't done. So this is my catch-up video. This happy birthday. I stamped the roses and then colored them in with watercolor. The happy birthday card I just showed you, I colored with colored pencil. These were stamped and then watercolored. This one is a happy birthday. This one is a sorry for your loss, and a little sentiment on the inside. And I made this envelope to coordinate. I was playing with the stencil set here. Just a bunch of positive affirmations. And then there's this feather one. It's not feathers. It looks like feathers. This is lamb's ear. A couple years ago I did it. And it just says choose joy, and pressed it on there. These were just some pieces I had stamped up before. So I watercolored and then I put them in here. This one was just scraps of stuff I had laying around. Oh, that's inside. I have it folded. It goes this way. And this little piece in here comes out. So you could use it as a bookmark or something. This was just using some scraps. This piece and this piece are the same piece. They're reversible. And then just put a little note on it. Nothing inside. This is a piece that I watercolored and it was just floating around. So I wanted to dress it up a little, so I just embossed some gold paper and then tucked it here, and I had put gold underneath the love and hugs blank on the inside. This is a sample card I made for Craft Roulette. So it sits like this. So this was a stamp, and then I alcohol marker colored this one. But this was my final piece that I turned in. It had to have bokeh effect, which is like a blurred effect. And it says, just for you. And then when you open it, it says happy birthday. And it sits up like that. And then you can write your message up in here and nobody sees it all. And I had a pretty envelope from something left over, so that's there. This was another craft roulette one. We had to do something with the bookmark. And so this is my bookmark. I did stamp on the other side, but not thinking about it when I colored this side, that it was going to bleed through, so it kind of ruined that side. But in either case, it's still good. And it just slips underneath this dictionary page that I put in there, and I just kind of whitewashed it and then stamped on it. And it's blank on the inside for whatever message you want. Let's see. These I would just, I do have an envelope. I was just using up some, I thought this paper was really pretty. It's got some sparkle on it. I just had slit pieces left over from making something, so I just made this piece, which I can stamp on and put it in there, and that can show, and then they can use it as a bookmark or whatever. Blank on the inside. There's more using up that pretty paper. I thought that one was really pretty. Again, blank on the inside. Another one with the removable card. This one is positioned down, but I just love that paper. This one I stamped on, you're terrific. And then when you take it out, it says you're terrific. So even if you take it out, the card still says something pretty. I think this one doesn't have the "you terrific" underneath it, but it has it on this piece. I just wasn't sure how I was going to use this paper because it was big diamond shapes, like left over from making cards or something. Or not cards, envelopes. Or something weird shaped. So here's another one. You're terrific. The birds. And this one I did a little differently. So I put the paper down, then I left this blank, and then I put another piece of paper down and I stamped in the middle. So that's something like this is what I want to put in that that portfolio. I thought this one was really pretty. I stamped and colored these. They have a little shimmer from, you can't tell, I used sparkling watercolors, but you can't really see them. So I thought that one was really pretty. So I'm not sure what that would, I didn't want to put a sentiment on it, because sometimes I don't send a lot of birthday cards, but I might want a really pretty birthday card. I might want something else. So this one I did use the gold, whatever that's, luster gold on the edges. And well, that's because these edges weren't, this one was all the way up to the edge, so I didn't do it. But these ones, you can see the sparkle on them. There's a sparkle spray, and I think it would look better than this. Because on camera, this looks really bad, but in real life, you can kind of see it better. But these were just images I stamped and then cut out. I might have shown these before. These are mushrooms. A bunch of these that I've made up. These are all color pencil colored. I think they're really cute. Don't know who I'd send them to. And there's too much work in these to do in the nursing home, because I'd have to do 50 of them. That's too much. This one I thought was really cute. Happy birthday. I'm trying to fold these now so they go this way. And these are two stamped images that I used. This one, I think I've shown some of these. This is just a solid card. And then these, I'm pretty sure I've shown these, so I'm not going to go into these. But again, I have a lot of cards, so I'm thinking about, I'm not don't have too many, but I am thinking about perhaps taking some into work and leaving them out and see if anybody wants to take some. So that's all I have for today, just to keep myself logged. I'll see y'all later. Bye.